Okay, guys. Yeah, good evening. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Is clear, right? Now, so let's start the session. In today's class, we are going to discuss next part of data cleaning. But before moving on to that, here, just as a small recap, in the previous class, we have discussed in terms of how to treat the wrong data type. So data cleaning includes what are the data cleaning part is there? So data cleaning includes cleaning the data, that is removing or replacing or anything that is considered as data manipulation. Data cleaning, in other words, we call it as data manipulation. So in the resume, we are going to add as a skill called as data manipulation. What is meaning of data manipulation? Means basically data cleaning. Okay, in the resume, we have to add as a skill like this, or even in the job description, they'll clearly mention the one should be good at the data manipulation. Okay, they are going to use the word called as data manipulation. But what is meant by data manipulation means modifying the data. So modifying the data, whether you may replace or remove or anything, if you do also, it is called as modification. So original data, whatever the original first initial data they are going to give to you, the first initial data, whatever you are going to receive now, that is called as raw data. The first initial data set is called as raw data. And any modification, any kind of modification, take any modification of your choice, any modification on original data you are doing, any modification on original data is considered as data manipulation. Any modification. Sir, they have given wrong, sir. I have removed also. It is called as data manipulation only. It is not manipulation means no need to think in a wrong way. That wrong manipulation is not this one. Here, the meaning is data you are modifying. Data manipulation or data modification or data transformation. All this comes under same. Not data transformation. Data transformation means you are going to convert the data or you are going to create a new column. Based on the existing column, when you create a new columns, it considered as data transformations. Okay. Now, so here data cleaning means it includes the first one is treat wrong data. You are having the treat wrong data. So already you know what is the solution for wrong data. Next, treat wrong data type. What is the solution for treating the wrong data type means you are going to convert. Next, you are going to treat the duplicates. So when you treat the duplicates, okay, you are going to remove the duplicates. What is the treatment for this one means solution is remove. And the fourth one is treat missing values. You are going to treat the missing values. Either you are going to remove or replace. And finally, treat the outliers. Either you are going to replace or retrain them. Okay, or remove them. Next, last one is in terms of drop the unimportant columns. Drop unimportant columns. Remove the unimportant columns. Treat the unimportant columns. Treat. How to treat the unimportant columns means solution is remove them. Solution for this how to treat the unimportant columns means solution is remove. Okay, remove. Remove or which is also called as drop. Remove or drop. But first, how to identify the unimportant columns? Okay, we'll drop them. But how to identify? How to identify the unimportant columns? Unimportant, which are called as unimportant columns. Which columns? Which columns are considered? Which columns are considered as unimportant columns? This is the question. which columns are considered as unimportant columns. Once we identify them, later we can remove them. First, which columns are considered means columns, point number one. Okay, column which has column which has okay every record as unique value. Every record as unique value. That particular column we have to draw. Every record as unique value. Example, serial number, right? Phone number, email address, like Aadhaar number, PAN number, all these things. Person to person, it will be different. So which are having for every record as unique value, that particular columns we have to remove, right? That will be considered as an important column. Column which has every record as unique value will be considered as an important column. Will be considered as an important column. Will be considered as unimportant. Right? Now, coming to the next, which one is considered as unimportant? Which column is considered as unimportant means column which has more than 30% of missing values. In a given data, more than 30% of missing values are there. It will be considered, that column will be considered as unimportant column. The column which has more than 30% missing values will be considered as unimportant column. How to check means df dot is null dot sum will give you the sum of missing values in each column divided by length of df. Okay, then you will get the percentage. How much percentage of data is missing into 100. So for example, total 20 rows are there. Out of 20 rows, 10 rows are missing values are there. 10 out of 20. 10 out of 20. 10 is missing values. How it is calculated means this one. 10. Out of 20, how you are going to calculate? By length of df. So 10 out of 20 means what is the meaning? 0.5. 0.5 means what is the meaning? 50%. So 0.5 means 50% into 100 if you do, automatically 0.5 into 100, which is called as 50 percentage. If you do into 100, you will get the percentage. So now which are the values 50 percentage of the data is missing means more amount of data is missing. Instead of filling our values and see, when we'll fill means less values are missing means we'll fill. More values are missing means we will only fill and we will only analyze. Why to fill? Why to analyze? Our values, we only analyze. Huh? If for example, all the 50% of the data I have filled, I only filled the 50% of the data. After filling the 50% of the data, I will only analyze. Huh? Already I know the answer now. Why to fill? Why to analyze? Simple point. Is the point is clear? Everyone, clear or not clear? So more amount of data is missing means you are filling the value. You are only filling the value means once you fill the value, you are only analyzing your value means what is the use? Existing data analyzing is different. Filling our value and we are only analyzing is different. Right? Is the point is clear, guys? So 30% of the data wherever you are having, it will be considered as an unimportant column. Then for unimportant columns, what we have to do? We have to drop them. Right? Again, next, we have to drop the columns which has a low standard deviation. Low standard deviation. means difference from the mean is less. Which are the columns has low standard deviation means the column which is having all the values will be close to the mean. Then there will be no much in the analysis. Low standard deviation, or which is also called as low variance. Both are same, low standard deviation or low variance. Okay, is considered as, will be considered as an important column. When it is unimportant, what we have to do? We have to remove it. Sir, why we have to remove, sir? Low standard deviation is a miss. All the values will be almost close to the mean. When all the values are close to the mean, then there will be no use. Right? And if the entire column, last one, if the column has which column has every record as same value, has every record as same value, will be considered as unimportant. Means every student, my students are there. Column name is SRK. What is column name? Trainer name. For your batch, trainer name. Some online students are there, offline students are there. One of the column is whether the student is offline or online. By online. Then some students will be offline, some students will be online, like this. Something will be there. Two different categories will be there. What is the trainer name of first student? What is the trainer name is SRK. For second student, SRK. For all of them, SRK, SRK, SRK means finally we are analyzing SRK students only. Now, if this column is there also, not there also, finally answer will remain same now. So here there is no use. If SRK along with the one more trainer XYZ trainer is there, how many students of SRK are there? How many of them are XYZ trainer students are there? We are going to observe. But what you will observe if everything is SRK only? Is the point is clear? So like this, these type of columns will be considered as unimportant, and which are the column is unimportant, we have to drop. This also comes under data cleaning. Clear, everyone? Data cleaning part is completed. This is generalized. In the Python also same logic, even in the Power BI also same logic, whether you are working in the Excel also same logic. Is your question is clear now? Sapna, you have asked the question, right? None. Clear, right? Done. Now let's move on to the next one called as data visualization. So today and tomorrow we are going to focus on the data visualization. So tomorrow Saturday, we are having the class. Tomorrow also we have the class. Okay. Please make a note of this. Tomorrow we are having the class. Along with that, we are having the test. Two things are there. At 4 p.m. you are having the test. At 7:30 you will have the class. Both will be available tomorrow. Right, guys? Now, coming to the back. Here, data visualization. Now, data visualization part. What are the data visualization you are having? Now, what is data visualization? Means you are having the various plots. So here I'm going to explain you what are the different types of plots are available within the data visualization. What are the types of plots? Now the types of plots, whatever we are having. So here we are having the different types of plots. What are the different types of plots means? First one is you are going to have with for continuous variables different plots are available. For discrete variable different types of plots are available. For both of them it is different. For continuous variable different plots. For discrete variable different plots. Now let us go with the continuous variables. Plots which are applicable for the continuous variables. Plots for continuous variables. Okay. Plots for continuous variables and similarly plots for discrete variables. And here we are having the univariate, bivariate and multivariate. Now what you have to do in that, you have to write the table like this. In the table, first column is what is the plot name. Remember, take a fresh paper. Don't write in your continuation, go with the fresh paper. Okay. Now, whatever you are writing now, as of now, somewhere you are writing, right? The whatever your running notes you are having, give at least 2 or 3 pages gap and write this one in a separate paper. Or if possible, go with the last page, a separate paper, or tear it, one paper you tear separately. Remove one paper from your notebook. Take one out paper, please. Everyone. Sir, why sir miss? See, this is going to be common for Python, Tableau, Power BI and Excel. In 4 of them, the same thing. And this paper is more important. If possible, stick in the paper, stick in the wall, stick on the wall in your room also, and daily see, if possible. That much of important. Right? Please take the separate paper. In this table, right? In the table, I want the plot name. Now, how many variables are included? Number of variables. For doing this plot, how many variables are required? And what are the type of variables? So for example, one variable I required. What is that variable? Continuous. Two variables are required. One continuous, one discrete. Some combinations will be there now. So write the types of variables which included for this plot. Okay. Whenever it is only one variable, it is called as univariate plot. Number of variables are 1 means univariate. Number of variables are 2 means bivariate. If the number of variables are more than 2 means multivariate. Simple. That plot belongs to that category. And what is the use of plot? Heading is use of each plot. Plot name, number of variables for that plot, type of variable and use of plot. Like this, I want 4 columns. Everyone, in the note you have to write. Done, guys? Remember, these plots I'm not explaining only for Python. One more time I am saying. For 4 different things, this is the common. Again, I will not explain in the future. Right? So here I will keep this paper side along with you and first understand each and every plot. After understanding, then you write here. First, let us write the running notes. And at the end, you fill this one. Once the plot is understood, you write here. Okay. Now, first plot name called as histogram. Starting with the histogram. So, what is histogram? Histogram is applied on the continuous variable. Histogram is applied on the continuous variable. And what is the use of this? What is the use of histogram means we are going to understand the distribution of the data. It gives the distribution of the data. It gives the how the data was distributed. Gives how the data was distributed. How the you observe the distribution of the data. So for example, marks column is there. For the marks column, how many students pass from 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60? I'll observe how the distribution of the data is there. We are going to observe by using the histogram. And along with that, it will also tell the how the data was skewed, whether it is a normal distribution or left skewed or right skewed. It will also tell the skewed type of distribution. Okay, whether it is a uniform distribution or normal distribution or left skewed or right skewed. So it gives the distribution of the data and also it gives the type of distribution. You can by histogram, you can observe the type of distribution. These are the 2 things which we are going to have from the histogram. Now in the table, what you are going to write? First name. What is the plot name? Histogram. It is applied on how many variables? Histogram will be applied on how many variables, guys? Only one variable. In the statistics already we have computed one variable. And what that variable? Continuous variable. It is a continuous variable. For continuous variable only we can apply the histogram. Can you apply the discrete variable? No. Next, what is the use of histogram? It gives the distribution of the data or type of distribution, not or, end. Sorry, my mistake, end. It gives the distribution of the data along with the type of distribution, both of them. Everyone knows what is histogram now? No need to explain now. Already in the statistics we have seen, right? Done. Next, let's move on to the box plot. Now, box plot is applied on the which type of variable, guys? Can we apply the box plot on the discrete variable? No, it is applied only on the continuous variable. Why? Because for discrete variable, no minimum maximum will be there. But box plot, what is the use of box plot? Means it represents the 5-number summary. It represents the 5-number summary. What is the 5-number summary? What are the 5 numbers? First one is min, followed by Q1, Q2, Q3 and max. These are the 5 numbers in the order. And also it tells whether outliers are available or not. It shows, it gives whether outliers are available or not. Whether outliers are available or not. Now tell me, in the table what you are going to write? Plot name. What is the plot name? Box plot. Number of variables. How many variables? One variable only. One variable. That to what variable? Continuous variable. What is the use? Represents the 5 number along with the outliers are available or not. Done. So these two already we have completed in the statistics. Since you are familiar, I'm not showing the Python code or anything else. Or I'm not showing the plot also. But since you are familiar, for remaining I will show you one by one. Next one is, so here let me take in terms of data visualization. So we are going to work on the matplotlib. The library name is called as matplotlib. Now what is meant by matplotlib? Means mathematical plotting library. MAT stands for max. Plotting library. Matplotlib. Mathematical plotting library is called as matplotlib. Now I'm going to import the matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, and I'm going to import the numpy as NP, pandas as PD, and here I'm going to have the data frame. So in this data frame, I'm creating manually some example. This is the basic example. Once this basic example, today's class data visualization is completed now, next class is project. By including all the steps, we are going to do the project. With this is the last part of the data analytics step. Okay, presentation will be the last step basically. So here just we are understanding generalizedly. I'm not explaining only for this data set. I'm explaining overall generalized. Later we'll take one data set and we will do everything for that data set, practical application. Okay. Now, so here for this data, whatever we are having, first histogram. What is histogram is, here I'm going to apply the histogram within the, either we can use sns.hist or we can use plt.hist. Within the SNS, what is the code we have to use? sns.histplot. In this one we have to use only hist, only this column, only this is the function hist, plt.hist. What is plt means? Matplotlib shortcut is plt dot hist. In the hist, I'm going to give one of the column. What is the column I'm going to give means study hours. This is the column name. So df of study hours. Here I'm writing the df of study hours. Or Simply I'll take the grade also, grade or study hours. Two, what are the columns I have created here? Study hours, grade. These are the two continuous variable, one discrete variable and one count variable. This is also basically discrete, right? Now, so here I'm going to consider the variable name is called as grade. 1 minute, guys. Okay. In this, I'm going to consider the grade column, df of grade, tlt.hist, df of grade. Now, here you are going to get the histogram like this. Now, when you are applying the histogram, what we required is bins. Bins means nothing but interval. How the interval will be selected? Number of bins are there. Second one is bin size. Two things are there. That is interval size. Now, how to select the bin size means which is equal to maximum minus minimum divided by number of bins. Bin size is equal to, that is interval is equal to maximum minus minimum divided by number of bins. Is the point is clear? Maximum minus minimum divided by number of bins. Now, in this example, what is the maximum value of grade? Here, I'm asking the maximum value, df of grade, df of grade column dot max. What is the maximum value? Is 165. So it is 165 minus minimum value. What is the minimum value for this column? 3. 3 is the minimum value. 3 divided by number of bins. By default, it will take the number of bins is equal to 10 if you don't give anything. If you don't give anything, number of bins is equal to 10. Now, automatically it is 162 divided by 10. What is the interval size? 16.2. Now, what is meant by interval size? Bin size of 16.2 means here it is going to take interval size, interval as first one starting from 3 to, from where it will go up to 19.2, because the difference between them should be 16.2. Now, how many records are there? Frequency. How many records are there between 03 to 19.2? It will check. From 19.22, what is the next number it will add? Plus 16.2, that is 35.4. The next value will be selected. From 35.4 to, again 16.2 will be added, that is 51.6. From 51.6, again 16.2 will be added, that is 67.8. Like that, it is going to add 16.2, 16.2, 16.2, 16.2, like that. 10 times it will add. 10 into 16.2 is nothing but 162. Like that, the entire range will be covered. Okay, here it is going to take the range as 13 to 190, 19.2. So how many records are there? See, can you see here, everyone? 3 to 19.2, it is one bin. From 19.2 to 35.4, second bin. Third one is 35.4 to 51.6, 51.6 to 67.8, 67.8 to 84, 84 to 100.2. Like that, total how many bins are there? 10 bins will be there. And each bin, what is the count? Means basically you are having the data like this. That is 3 to 19.2, one record is available. From 19.2 to 35.4, how many records? One record. From 35.4 to 51.6, how many records? 6 records. 51.6 to 67.8, how many records? 2. This one indicates the, for each how many records are there. This is count and this is the interval. And if you want to see like this, you can write in terms of only plt dot hist. No, sir, I don't want to see that bottom part. I want to see only the diagram means you have to write here plt dot show. Show means show only the plot. No need to show everything to me. Sir, in between gap is there. Why means there is no records. Zero records are there means automatically gap only now. Is the point is clear? Sir, but it is not having the sense. 3 to 19, 16, 19.2 will not make any sense now. Whether it will make sense for you? 3 to 19.2, 19.2 to 35.4, it is making sense? No. For example, you have conducted the test for 200 marks. Minimum marks are 3, maximum marks of 165, you are having the data, something like this. Now what you want to observe? How many students paused between? From where to where you want to observe? Think in your mind, some number. How to you want to observe according to you? Are you going to observe 3 to how many students are there between 3 to 19.2? Are you going to observe this one? No, 100% you will not observe. Then what you will observe? What is your interval? Your required interval, what would be your required interval? 0 to 20. As one of the student is saying 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, like this. This is the requirement. Okay, as one of the student. Maybe one more student, sir, 0 to 25, 25 to 50, 52. Because what are the interval you are locking for the first one? Constant interval. You can't increase the interval every time. One time 0 to 30, second time 30 to 90. We can't take like this. Okay. If you want to consider in that way, then you have to convert the continuous variable to discrete variable. Then you have to apply as per your choice. Already I told you this one in the statistics also. Right now. So here now whatever you are having in terms of, so my requirement is 0 to 25, or as one of the student has told 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 70, like this. Right? This is my requirement. Now for that, what I'm going to choose means here I'm writing the clearly bins is equal to 10. I want the number of bins of 10 only, but starting initial number, don't consider your number, consider my number as minimum as 0. Now earlier I told you the bin size. What is the formula for bin size? Maximum minus minimum divided by number of bins. This is the one. Now earlier what you have considered maximum value as 165. Don't consider 165. Consider what? 200. This one. Here this is the maximum, this is the minimum. So 200 minus 0 divided by 10. Now what is the interval you are going to get? Miss 20. That is a requirement. He asked 20 now. Sir, I want 0 to 20. For example, you want the 0 to 25. That is your requirement. Now in this case, what you are going to consider? 0 to 25 means 0 to 200 only. But instead of that, number of bins, what you are going to do means you are going to keep this one as 8. Instead of 10, keep this one as 8. Automatically you will get the each interval size of 25. Sir, I want 0 to 30, 30 to 60, 60 to 90, 30, 30, 30 I want. Then what I have to do? Here you consider this one as 210. Maximum number of 210. And here you give the number of bins is equal to 7. Sir, I want 40, 40, 40. 0 to 40, 40 to 80, 80 to 120, like this. Then you take here 200. And here you have to take with respect to 5. 200 divided by 5, 40 only now. So according to your interval, you have to decide the range and number of bins. Point is clear, everyone? Where your minimum value and maximum value both has to be included in the range. Sir, for example, my original data itself has the maximum number of 200. In that case, 200 also has to be included, means 201 you have to take now, range of 201. Otherwise 200 will not be included. 201. Point is clear? Now, so here just I'm going to take like this, and here I'm going to give the number of bins is equal to 10. Now what is that each bin size? 20, 20, 20, 20. Now just observe, forget about all these things. These are all, nothing is there. Only this part is there. And plt dot show. Now, can you see 0 to 20? Sir, 0 to 20 is there, but 25 is here, sir. But your bin was and completed where? Bin is already completed here. But 25 number is indicating here. But I don't want this one. I don't want 25 or something. What I want? So, which you want to represent on the x-axis, that one only you can select. How you have to select means by using the plt.xticks. What is meant by xticks means in the graph sheet, if you take, we'll write 1, 2, 3 like this now. These are called as ticks. What is this is called as? Y ticks, obviously. This is x ticks means this is y ticks. Right? So I want the x ticks as what means range of x ticks as range of 0 to 200 or 201 with a interval of 20. Now, what is the first value? 0. What is the second value? 20, 40, 60. Automatically, these will be considered on my x-axis. This value will be written on my x-axis. Now it is clear how to change the x-ticks. Point is clear, guys? Everyone? How to change the x-ticks values? So just now you change the x-ticks like this. Automatically you are going to get in terms of 20, 40, 60 and all these things. Here, sorry, this one now. So 20, 40. Now clearly you can see this line. Bars are clearly visible now. Right? Now this is in terms of x-ticks. Now if you have this plot, if you are showing this plot to me, now how I can know that what you have considered for which column? It is study hours column or grade column? For which column you have drawn this plot? For which column? Grade column, na? df of grade. I have applied on the grade column. But how I can know? If you show me only the plot, are you going to show me in the presentation your code also? No, na. In the presentation, you should not show the code. You are not presenting as a student for your HOD for the marks purpose. You are presenting to a client. For the client, we have to show the result, not the codes, how we have done. Is the point is clear? Now, for this, if I want this one only, what are this plot is there? Na? This plot. What are this plot is there? This plot when I show, the client will, or for anyone, not only client, whether you will understand which column is no. For that, what I'm adding means label. Label means name. For which one? X label. What is X label? X label means x-axis name. Label. X-axis name. So what is the x-axis name I'm going to give means grade. Now can you see here? Name will be added on the bottom. Clear guys? Name was came. Now, similarly, what is y-axis? What is this? What is this y-axis? Nothing but count, number of students. How many students are there? So just I'm adding the, now for this, what is the name I have to give? Y label. That is X label means this is Y label. Label means name. X-axis name, Y-axis name. So Y label I'm going to give here as number of students. Whatever you write, it will be printed here. Now in this, I'm going to understand from this, I told you what is the use of histogram? It will tell you the overall distribution of the data. What you have observed in this? From this, what you have observed? More number of students are having the grade of between 40 to 60. Less number of students are more than 100. These are all the things you have observed. And whether it is a right skewed or left skewed or symmetrical distribution, it is a right skewed. Right side less number of values are there, left side more number of values are there. Simple. Use of histogram is clear. From this, what we are going to understand is more number of people comes under grade of 40 to 60 and very less number of students are there between more than 100. Clear guys? Anyone has any questions? Just you are going to have in this way. This is histogram. Now let's move on to the next plot is called as, what is the next plot? Box plot. Now I'm going to apply the box plot. For applying the box plot, sns.box. Here plt.box plot. Sir, in everything you are having in terms of in the SNS, okay, plot word will not be there. Here plot will be added, or in the SNS plot is there means here plot will not be there. In that entire function name, hist, here hist means in SNS what it is called as hist plot. In matplotlib scatter, what is in the SNS it is called as? Anyone? Any guess? What is the function name? Scatter plot. Just plot you have to add. Right? Like this, the function names are same function. There also same function, here also same function. Okay? Just the function names are different. So within the plt.boxplot, df of grade, I'm going to apply the grade. Now it is going to show me the minimum value. This what we consider Q1, Q2, Q3, maximum, and it is going to show the outlier is available. And here I have considered how many columns? Only one column now. So only one column called as grade column. Sir, what about the x-axis label? For which column you have applied? For the grade column. How to add that grade column in the bottom is plt.x label of grade. That's it. Is the point is clear? Now, next, how to extract the outliers means that is different. This is plots. We are going to discuss here plots. Next, third type of plot is called as scatter plot. Don't write in the table now itself. First understand clearly. After that, write the finally in the table. First you write in the running notes. Don't write now itself in the table. Scatter plot will be applied on the two columns. It cannot be applied on the single column. Two columns. Now what is meant by scatter plot? Scatter plot means nothing but in the graph sheet keeping the dots is called as scatter plot. One dot you have to keep. What dots are? Take x and y, two columns of your choice. 1, 2. First row is 1, 2. What is the meaning of 1, 2 means? In the x-axis 1 should be there. In the y-axis 2 should be there. Wherever the 2 is there and 1 is there, one dot you keep like this. Second record 2, 5. How to write the dot? In the x-axis 2 value, y-axis wherever the 5 is there, keep one dot. One dot here. Next one is 5, 4. What is the meaning of 5, 4? X-axis is 5. Y-axis is equal to 4. 5, 4, one dot. Like that, how many records are there? That many dots will come. Sir, 200 records are there means 200 dots. Are you going to keep any manually? No, na. Why you're worrying? 10,000 records also it will only keep na. I'm just explaining for you in terms of what is meant by scatter plot. Scatter plot means just keeping the dots like this. So only positives are, for example, -1, -5 is there, then automatically wherever the -1 and 5 is there, dot also will come. Left side also dot will come. Right? So keeping the dots on the graph sheet is called as scatter plot, and it will be applied on the two variables, and both of them should be continuous only. First one should be continuous, second one also should be continuous. Nowhere we can include the discrete. It's a combination of two continuous variables. Right? And what is the advantage means? Here we are going to see the direction. So as for example, in the scatter plot is like this. If the scatter plot shows something dots like this, what is the meaning means? As x value from starting of this one to the for last point, x value will be this one. Na? For this dot, what is x value? This one only, right? From here to here, X value increases or decreases? Increases. For first point to last point, X increasing. From the same first point, Y value to last point of Y value, increasing or decreasing Y? Y also increasing. So X increasing, Y increasing. For example, you are having one more scatter plot like this. From the starting point of X, this is the starting point of the X to ending point of the X. From here to here, increased or decreased? X value increased. What about the Y? First point to last point. What is the Y? Y was decreased. Because this is the first point now, right? This one has first point. And this is the last point. Or this is the first point means this will be the last point. Anything is okay. If you are considering from X point of view, X increases, Y decreases. Means for whichever the columns you get the covariance as negative. Two columns are there now. Two continuous variables, if you get the covariance as negative, what is the meaning? X increases, Y decreases. Inversely proportional. The same logic. Sir, covariance is available now, sir. Then what is the use of scatter plot then? You just now you only told that covariance will give the direction. What is the use of scatter plot? Covariance is number wise, presentation wise, plot. Number wise, covariance. Statistical measures. These are plots. Is the point is clear? Sir, what is the use of measures and plots means? Measures are used for you, plots are used to show to others. Plots are not for you. Plots are for others. Measures are for you. Point is clear? Everyone? Majorly plots are used for others. Majorly. 90% of the times what are the plots will create? Everything for others to show. 10% only to understand for us. Even the numbers also we can understand. Okay, if the same thing if you are representing through numbers also, okay, fine, we'll understand. But when you are trying to show to others, never show with the numbers. If you continuously speak with the numbers, other person automatically slowly he will sleep, like one of the student in the class, right? So here in terms of never we should have in terms of never discuss continuously the numbers, always try to show the plots. So here what is the use of scatter plot means? It gives the direction and also strength. What is strength and how it gives means if the data points, what are the scatter points are there na? All the scatter points are close to each other. Very close to each other means then correlation is high. One data point is here, one data point is here. What is the correlation means? Low. Is the point is clear guys, everyone? So as the data points are close to each other, correlation is higher, right? That is called as strength. This is correlation, this is covariance. So both are applicable on the bivariate measures in the statistics, and that will be represented in the plot by using the scatter plot. PLT dot scatter. Sir, you are showing in the scat in the matplotlib. What about the Seaborn? That is next. Immediately we'll see that one also. Okay. Sir, then what is the difference between these two means when compared to this? That is advanced. Then that one only better no, sir. Means see, to understand always advanced, basic is also important. First we'll understand here, later we'll understand that. Both are important. Right? Now, PLT dot scatter, study hours and DF of grade. From this, what you are going to understand means as X increases, means study hours increases, grade increases. Sir, I also know means here this example you also know. But in the reality, what are the data sets you are going to take? What about, for example, as the total bill of the restaurant increases, tip increases or decreases means increases only. That is basic common sense. Everyone knows. For that scatter plot also not required. We only know that one. But as some cases will be there where you are going to get the as WC increases, AT increases or decreases. First tell what is WC, sir. WC is nothing but waist circumference. What is AT is adipose tissue. Okay. Everyone knows your waist, na? Waist circumference. Okay. Waist circumference and adipose tissue. Now tell me, what is the relation between these two? Sir, how I can know? No. In that case, apply the scatter plot. The two columns, you apply the scatter plot. Every time we will not know. So in the scatter plot, if you have seen like this, what is the meaning? What is the meaning? Means they're directly proportional to each other. As this one increases, that one also increases. If you have observed the scatter plot like this, means as that increases, this decreases. One increases means others will decrease. Right? Is the point is clear, everyone? Now, in the chat box, one of the student is asking, sir, if you get the line along with the plot, because it will be more understandable, na? Yes, go over then. The next bottom one is only line plot. The next one. Okay. Just you are one step forward. Just wait for another 2 minutes. Automatically the same. Right. Now in the scatter plot, you are going to keep the dots. Now next one is line plot. What is meant by line plot means this point only important, guys. Line plot is important. More important. What is that line plot means? Here, first you have to draw the scatter dots, scatter points. What are the scatter points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this. Scatter points you have to draw. After drawing the scatter points, just you have to join them in the sequential order. When I'm speaking in sequential order, I have stressed that word, right? Clearly you have observed, because that is more important. Stressing that word, bold letters, keeping in the bold letters, how na? In the same way I have stressed. So in the sequential order. Now this one has to be attached to this, after this, after this, this. Because I have written the data points like that. So whichever the order of the data points are there. For example, here you are having the x of 1 and 2. Now in the scatter plot, you are going to draw the first data point like this, first one. Next 5 and 9. 5 and 9 means somewhere 5 with 9. This one. Attach these two. After that 2 and 3. 2 and 3 means here 2, here 3. It will come to here. Sir, after that 9 and 2. 9 and 2 means here 9 and this is 2. This will come like this. After that, sir, I am taking 1 and 4. 1 and 4 means 1 and 4 here. It will go from here to here. Sir, what is this, sir? Zigzag line. Line plot should not be applied for this type of data. That is the reason. Line plot should be applied only when the x-axis in the sequential order. X-axis, when it is not in the sequential, you should not apply the line plot basically. That is the most important point to be noted. You have to apply the x-axis means, the line plot means, it should be in the x-axis should be in the sequential order data. Is the point is clear? Now, so here when I'm applying the line plot between two values, what are the two values means? One is df of study hours, comma, df of grade. These are the two columns. First column name is df of study hours. Second one is df of grade. And forget about this one. As of now, not required. Now, see. What is this, sir? What you understand from this, sir? I will also not understand anything. Some LKG student has drawn the some diagram on a paper. Will not understand anything. Only they will understand what they have drawn. Okay? Kids will draw on a paper. Something they will draw like that. Okay? There will be no use. Nothing. Right? When the importance goes to the this one means when x-axis is sequential order. So x-axis should be in the sequential order means x-axis should be time series variable. Now are you going to do the sorting of x-axis then you are applying means no. X-axis should be time series. For time series data only, you have to apply the line plot. For non-time series, never apply the line plot. Only x-axis should be time series. X-axis should be time series. What is meant by time series means you have to use either in terms of date or month or year or anything. But x-axis should be time based. Is the point is clear? For example, I'm having in the year of 2017, this is the total amount of sales. In the year of 2018, this is the total amount of sales. In the year of 2019, this is the amount of sales. In the year of 2020, this is the amount of sales. Now I'm going to combine like this. And from this what you are understanding means in the 2018 the sales was drop. Again in the 2019 the sales are very high. In the 2020 the sales are drop. Every alternate year the sales are dropping from this one. According to this plot that I have understood. Now for example, if the line plot is like this. First initially 2018 drop, 19 was increased, 20 also increased, and you got the line plot like this. What I'm going to say is, except in the 2018, every year the sales are increasing, but only in the year of 2018 the sales was dropped. And otherwise, in other words, from 2018 this company is performing continuously very good. Something you are going to say, sir, how you got this value, sir? First, group by. When you apply the group by function, year versus group by and says dot sum, what you will get? Df dot group by, column name is year wise, and says dot sum. What you will get output? Every year, some year, along with the sale number. 2018 sale number, 2019 sale number. Like this only you will get now. That one you are applying as a line plot. Sir, in the group by already we'll get the numbers now. In the numbers already we'll observe from 2017 to 2018 was dropped. Again, why to apply the line plot miss? I told you now. This numbers is for you. Plot is for others. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Now, understood? Right. Next, so here I'm going to take, always remember guys, line plot should be applied on the time series variable. Now, here what is the function miss? plt dot plot. Just plot. Only plot. Right? Now, next. So in the table, now open the table. In the table, plot number 3, scatter plot. Name is scatter plot. How many number of variables should be applied? 2 variables, right? Number of variables is equal to 2. What are the 2 variables? Both of them should be continuous only. Continuous plus continuous. Clearly right. 2 of them should be continuous only in that column. Next, what is the use of scatter plot? It has the direction along with the strength. Write that one only. It has the direction and strength. And how they are proportional to each other. Direction means nothing but proportionality. X increases, Y increases. X is directly proportional to Y, or X is inversely proportional to Y. That is the use of scatter plot for 2 continuous variables. Completed? Plot number 4. Line plot. Now line plot is applied on how many variables? Again, 2 variables. What are the 2 variables? First, x-axis should be time series, y-axis should be continuous. The 2 variables of type of variables. In the type of variables you have to take, one is time series, second one is continuous. Which one is time series? X or Y? X should be time series. X should be time series, Y should be continuous. And what is the use of? Means it is going to tell the whether how the direction is there. Again, it is going to give the direction and trend. It is also giving the trend. How the trend? right? Is the point is clear, everyone? What is meant by time series? Time series means X is time series, I told you now. Time series means it can be date, a column which is having the date, or a column which is having the month column. Everything is month. April, May, June, July, like this. Date, month, quarter, quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, like this. Quarters and years. These are all comes under time series. Sir, in the tips data set, time is there, dinner and lunch. Whether it comes under time series? No. Heading name is time series is not time series. Content should be time series, not heading. Internal content should be time series. Time series means which are related to date, month, quarter, and years. These four comes under time. Not only this one, even time also, regular time. Morning 9 a.m., 6 a.m., all these things. This is also time only. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? Next. Now, in this scatter plot, we are going to apply PLT dot scatter. X-axis what column you want, y-axis what column you want. And here we are going to write the marker. What is meant by marker? Marker means this dot is there, na? That is considered as marker. So marker you want to keep as dot. So for example, if you want to keep as a dot means you'll get a circles like this. This is circle. I want the marker as plus symbol. Then you are going to get the scatter plot like this. First data point, second data point, third data point. Sir, you will keep star mark like this, no sir? Then that one, right here star. What are the marker? This is considered as marker. What you are going to mark on the graph sheet, right? And color of the marker. If you want red color means red, blue means blue. Sir, what is the use means? There is no use, basically. Okay, for us it is no use, but for others, here in the plots, colors are important because you are going to show to others. It is not for you. For example, in this class, one student has wear the orange color shirt and orange color pant. Assume. And he has entered into the class. What happens? Every person, instead of listening to my class, he'll see that him only. Right? For 1.5 hours. Right? Same thing now. So different variety colors if you create, instead of listening to you, they'll see the plots and they'll laugh internally, the client. So colors also should be selected properly. Sir, which colors has to be selected means that is depends on your taste. Which color shirt you are going to wear means how I can say that color shirt why you have selected means that is your you have interest. There is no fixed rules. In the PPTs, in the Power BI and in the plots, there will be no fixed rules. It all depends on the individual person's own choice. Is the point is clear? Now, some people will wear the complete pure black shirt. Some people may not be interested with the black shirt. Maybe. It is not compulsory now. Example. Example, guys. Right? Similarly, one person will wear pure white shirt. Others may not be interested. They may not purchase. Now, if you go to the shop, okay, and you want to select a dress, we feel that this dress is very nice, but we'll forget that this same shirt was rejected by many people. Obviously, na, every shirt, whatever we select in the showroom, it was basically rejected by others. Maybe rejected, may not be rejected. I also don't know. But if they have seen and they have not selected, miss, what is the meaning? They are not interested. Why we have selected? We are interested. Every shirt or every item, whatever we purchase in the market, it is rejected by other person basically. Everyone is accepting. But still we are purchasing then. Why? We are interested. We are not focusing on others' interest. Na? We are interested, we are purchasing. Simple logic. Similarly here also, in this what colors you have to select means that is your choice. So here Sir, for you, if it is red color or if it is blue color, for example, I will not give the color. By default, it is blue. Any problem for me? No, because my content is same only now. If I don't give the marker also, finally what here marker, color, these are not important for my analysis purpose. But when I'm presenting to other, that point will be important, right? Next, similarly, line plot also, if you want to add the marker, you can add the marker, some marker like this, so that you can see the marker. Dots also you can see. As line plot is a combination of scatter plot. In the first you have to draw the scatter plot and you have to attach them in the sequential order. Now, if you write only plt dot plot and if you don't give the second one, plt dot plot, and you are writing only one variable name called as grade column. Can we apply on a single variable, miss? Answer is yes. We can apply on the single variable also. Then automatically the second variable x-axis will be considered as index numbers. If you don't write the second variable, what is the second variable? Index numbers. It will take 0, 1, 2, 3 automatically. X as 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0, first record 0 with this value, 1 with this value, 2 with this value, like this. If you are interested, add the marker also. Marker is equal to some circle. I'm going to give the. So here first value, you got the first value, grade value, but whatever the x-axis value is 0. Second value is grade value. What about the x value? 1. So automatically it has chosen in the x-axis in terms of index numbers, range of index numbers, right? Now, but there will be no use. Without this one, there will be no use. Whenever that line plot is applied, means only for time series. For time series data only line plot. Next, here I'm going to take the x is equal to np dot arrange of 6. What is np dot arrange of 6 means? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y is equal to x. This is x. Now y is equal to x means that is also 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep copy or shallow copy? Deep copy. Next, z is equal to x square. What is x square means? For every value of x, it will do the square. That is 0, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Right? Now, here first I'm going to take the plot called as plt dot plot between x comma y. Okay, plt dot x comma y, and first it is asking what is x. Okay, so I'm going to get this is the x comma y, a line. What is the line means? 0 comma 0, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4, 5 comma 5. So where is the dots? You can't see the dots now. Let's add the marker also here. Marker is equal to like this. Okay, now you can see 0 comma 0, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4, 5 comma 5. Each and every value you can see, right? Now, in the same cell, one more plot I'm adding. plt dot plot x comma z. Since x is common in both of them, so x comma z. So here it is going to, I'm writing the, again the marker. Marker is equal to, this time I'll give the some different marker, something like this. Okay. So this was selected like this. X comma z means 0 comma 0, first dot. 1 comma 1, second dot. 2 comma 4, 2 and 4 here. 3 comma 9, 4 comma 5 comma 25, like this. Now what is the use of two line plots in a single plot? Means comparison plot. This we call it as comparison, comparing between the two things, two companies. This might be a one company, this might be one company, and I want to compare their performance in the each year wise. Year is on the x-axis and company values, sales values on the y-axis. I want to compare between the two companies. I'm going to do the comparison. Is the point is clear? So that is called as line plot. And this is comparison plot. So like that, how many line plots we can add? Means multiple. Sir, for example, let us take one more. Here, I'm going to take the E is equal to something. E is equal to np dot array of 10, 11, 14, 18, 25. Okay, total 6 values. I'm going to take like this. Done. Now E also was selected. Now I'm adding the plt dot plot between E comma Y. E comma Y marker is equal to something. Now automatically it will take this color. For the third one, it will take automatically the color. If you are interested to give the colors means you can give. By default, it will take the first color as blue, default color, second color as orange and followed by red. Like that, it is having the default order. Now, so here E comma Y, what is E values first? E is equal to, what are the E values means? 10, 14, sorry, 10, 11, 14, 18, 20 and 5. Now E comma Y means automatically first value will be 10 comma, somewhere the line will come. 10 comma means here will be there, 10 comma 0 will be here, somewhere it will come. Okay, there is no connection. Now it will be used for comparison plot means basically it is not used for the comparison. Just let us execute. See, this is not having any use. Sir, okay, my value, last value I have decreased now. Increase of decreasing, let us increase. See, this is separate, this is separate. Then what is the use of doing this? So when you are doing the comparison plot, X should be common. X should be common. Something with the common, you are comparing the remaining thing. The base should be common. Comparison plot always X should be common. See, by keeping here X as common and take the E. And now you can observe the something. But when you are having something differently, there will be no use. It is not no more comparison. So comparison you have to do means for everything common should be what? X values. X value should be common. Now, okay, sir. What is this first one? This is in this which one is X comma Y, which one is X comma Z, and which one is X comma E? Which one is X comma Y? Which one is X comma Y out of these three? Blue, orange, green. Which is between X comma Y? So blue. Some people can remember. Now I want to add the label. I'm going to give the label, some name. This is X and Y. The name is X and Y. And this is the second one, second label. Label is equal to X and Z. And this label name is, label is equal to, label means name. For that line, I'm giving one name, X and E. Okay, X and E. Okay, every name is there. Where is the use? I have given the names, but where is the use means? So you have to show the names. For showing the names, we are going to use the plt dot legend. Okay, legend means not Balkrishna. It is names. It is going to show the names like this. So blue color indicates X comma Y. Right? And X comma Z indicates orange. X comma E indicates green. That is legend. And obviously I'm going to add the plt.show. Plt.show means it will show only the plot. This part will not be visible. Only plot will be visible. Clearly the plot will be visible. So comparison plot means what is the comparison plot you have to write? So in the line, in the table, go to the table, in that add the line plot with comparison. The plot name is called as line plot with comparison. Right? Here, how many columns you are going to involve in this means more than 2. The number of variables are more than 2. Out of more than 2, yes, multiple line plots. Next one. In the next one, you give the name as comparison plot. Okay. Comparison line plot. The name of the plot is called as comparison line plot. Number of variables are more than 2. In that, X should be time series and number of plots should be multiple as per your choice. You can choose whichever you are interested. And what is the use? Y can be continuous. Y should be continuous. Second Y also continuous, like that, multiple Ys. Okay. And what is the use miss? Used for comparing. Used for comparison purpose. And in the use, what are the last column in the use you are writing now? And in that only write clearly note. Note for comparison of different line plots. For comparison of different line plots, X should be the same. For all line plots, X value should be the same. For all line plots, X should be common, same or common. Point is clear? This one clearly write in the note. Most important, and underline 2 or 3 times like this. Important. Comparison plot means this. Right? Next one is pie chart. Chart now plot number 5. 4 are 5 are completed now. 5 are completed. Sixth plot. Pie. Applied again. Don't write in the table. Normal notes. Come to the normal notes. Heading is pie chart. In the normal notes, pie chart. Pie chart. Pie chart. Pie chart or pie plot. Whatever you say. Scatter chart, scatter plot, anything. Pie chart or pie plot. Choice is yours. Right? And this is applied on the discrete variable. Discrete variable. How many discrete variables miss? One. One discrete variable. For one discrete variable, it is applied. Right? Now, second, simultaneously we are having the count plot. Okay. Next plot, seventh plot is called as count plot. This is also applied on one discrete variable. This is also applied on one discrete variable. This is also applied on one discrete variable. Okay. What is that discrete variable means? Let's take an example here. Gender. Male, male, female, female, and male. Okay. First, for one discrete variable, whatever you are having, count plot, it represents the count of each category as a bar. Okay. What is the use of count plot means? It represents the count of each category. Count of each category. So here, how many males are there? If you apply value counts, you are going to get males as 3, females as 2. Now, when I am applying the count plot, males are 3 and females are 2. What is this plot is called as? Count plot. Categories on the x-axis, count on the y-axis. So category on x-axis means don't think 2 variables, 1 variable only. Variable is 1 only. One discrete variable for one column only now. Did I include any other column? No, right? Only one column. For one column, count plot. Then what is pie plot? Pie plot will represent the percentage. So males are, how many males are there? How many males? 3 out of 5. So what is the percentage? 60%. That 60% of the circle will be filled with the males and 40% of the circle will be filled with females. So count representation is count plot, percentage representation is pie plot. That is the difference basically. If you want to show in terms of percentage, show with the pie plot. If you want to show with a count wise, show with a count plot. Which one you want to highlight? Percentage you want to highlight or this one you want to highlight? Means accordingly. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? Count plot and pie plot. Percentage wise. Now what is pie? Let's count, everyone knows now because already I have explained the statistics also. Now let us focus only on the count. Sorry, pie. Let's focus on the pie. So same example, gender. Everyone take this example in the notes. Gender. Male, male, female, female, male. This example. First it will write the how many categories are there. Male and female. First it will write like that in the back end. Okay. These are called as labels. Okay. For each label, what is the value? Values. What are the values of each label? For male, how many are there? 3. For females, 2. Values. They are called as values. Now it will draw the circle. In the circle, total values, it will take the percentage, that is 3 by 5, 2 by 5. It will only calculate automatically in the back end. And this will give the 0.6, which is also called as 60%. And this is called as 0.4, which is called as 40%. Now in the pie chart, it will start here. This is the starting. And it will move in the anti-clockwise direction, backside. Backside, it will move to 60% of the data. 60, this is 50% now. Up to here 60, 50. Above 50, bottom 50. 60% means up to here. So like this, it is going to take 60% in the anti-clockwise direction. And this anti-clockwise 60% will be given the name as M. What are the percentage? Along with the label. Label will be represented outside. And this calculation will be done based on the value. You have to provide the values. Then it will calculate the percentage automatically. Now, for this data, here I'm already having some data now. One data I have taken example. Here total records are how many? 15 records are there. Okay. And this is gender column. So here I'm going to take the DF of gender before applying the pie chart. DF of gender dot value counts. Value counts. So how many males are there? 9. How many females are there? 6. That is values. See here I have given x is equal to df of gender dot value counts. Means in the back it will store what are the values it will store as x is equal to 9 comma 6. Basically it will store 9 and 6. Sir, what about the M and F, sir? They are index names now. Now tell me guys whether it is a data frame or it is a series. Anyone tell me? What is this output? Whatever you have got the output 9 and 6. It is a pandas series. It is a data frame. It is a series, not the data frame. Sir, 2 columns are there now, sir. This is not column. This is index name. In the pandas, by default, it will show the index name. Sir, how to check that one, sir? Very simple. Apply the type function. On this, let us apply the type. So value counts is a series. Basically, values are stored. They are index names. Index names will not be stored. Okay. Now, here what are the index names are there? From the value counts, you are going to take the index values. How to take the index values? Dot index. Dot index will give you the index names. Dot To list will give you the list of index names. So this one I'm going to give as the labels. Labels are what? What are the index dot to list? What are the values? 9 comma 6. What are the labels? M comma F. Now it is going to calculate. See, this is not required. These things are not required. Up to here only required. What are the two things are required? Means one is values are required. One is labels are required. Now tell me what will happen in the backend. In the backend, what happens? First, it will calculate the 9 out of 15. What is 9 out of 15? 60%. What is 6 out of 15? 40%. So now it is going to draw the circle with 60% of this one, 40%. Sir, where is that thing, sir? If you don't add the label also, if you give only values also, it will calculate the same way. See, only values are sufficient. 9 and 6 are sufficient. If you don't give the names also, not a problem. For calculating 60 and 40, what I required is 9 and 6 only. Na? Whether it is M or F or that is secondary. So what is meant by labels? Now which one is which category? So blue is representing what? Orange is representing what? Means that is we are adding the labels here. Now I want to add the in terms of what are the percentages? That percentage also I want to see. For seeing the percentage, I'm adding the auto PCT up to 1 decimal. Auto PCT of 0.1 F percentage means up to 1 decimal. That is the meaning of auto percentage. Now can you see here 60 and 40. Now this is the starting point and in this anti-clockwise it went. Is the point is clear? Next, here one more is there, that variable is called, parameter is called as exploit. What is meant by exploit? Exploit means which one you want to separate. So I want to separate here one category called as male category. I want to show the male category as a separate 0.1 comma 0. Now that will be separated. Males are separated from the females. Sir, this exploit concept or this one is not clear. Let's try with one more example. Instead of two categories, let's add in your mind some categories like A, B, C, D. 4 categories are there. A are 10, B are 30, C are 28, D are with respect to 32. 40 plus 32. 30, 70 plus 32 is 100. Total 100 on 40, 60, 90, 100. Okay, done. In a flow also I have written correctly on done. 100. Right? Now 100 records are there. Now what is the percentage of A? What is the percentage of A? 10 by 100, which is 10%. What is percentage of B? 30%. What is percentage of C? 28%. D is 32%. Okay. Now, so here I'm going to provide the 4 values. Manually only I'm providing. What are the 4 values? Means first value 10, second one is 30, third value is 28, fourth value is 32. Total 4 values. Now for these 4 values, what are the names I want to give? First name is, okay, if I don't give the names, forget, I'm not giving the names. Let's remove the names. Only 4 values means first one, second one, third one, fourth one. Is that clear? Now, but sir, which one is A, which one is B? So starting, I want to give this one as, what is the name of this one? A. So for that, what I have to do? Labels. Labels is equal to, I'm going to provide the list of A, followed by B, followed by C, and followed by D. Total 4 values are there, 4 label names I have given. Okay. Now labels are added. What is the percentage, sir? Circles are there, but numbers are not there. Clearly it is showing that this one is very low. That is okay. But remaining things, how to know, sir? Miss, here we are adding the auto PCT up to 1 decimal and 10, 30%, 28%, 32%. Is the point is clear? Now, when compared to these four, you want to highlight the A category. Why you want to highlight means because this is low when compared to remaining three. Remaining three are almost same, 28, 30, 32. But A is comparatively low. You want to highlight this one to your client. For that, what we are going to do means exploit is equal to which one you want to separate? Which category? A category. That which position that is? First one, second one, third one, fourth one. Which one? That is first one. So for first one, you have to take the 0.1. For remaining things, you have to take the 0. Remaining 3 is 0. For the first one, you have to add the 0.1. Which one you want to separate? That position value you have to take as the 0.1. See, that will be separated. Exploit. Cut. Basically, you are cutting the cake and you are separating. Something like this. Right? Now, sir, I want to separate the D category, sir. D comes under which one? Out of these four positions, which position D? Last one. So last position you keep the 1, remaining 3 will be attached and this will be detached. Sir, what is this 0.1 means? The distance from here to here, the distance is 0.1. If you increase to 0.5, it will go somewhere. The distance, you are increasing the distance. Okay. And if you add here, instead of this one, instead of 0.9, still the distance will be added. This much of distance is not required. Na? 0.01 is also sufficient. 0.01 is not visible for me properly. So 2. Oh, okay, better to go with 3. Sir, 3 also not good, sir. 4 or 5. According to you, I feel this one is okay for me from my end. If you're not happy, miss, go with 0.5. Or you go simply with 1. As per your choice. There is no fixed rule. This much of distance you have to take. Just which category you want to highlight, that one you are going to exploit. Sir, I don't want to exploit anything, sir. Then no need to write. Don't write. You don't want to highlight means don't write. Points are clear, everyone? That is the pie plot and along with the count plot. Now take the table. In the table, pie plot. Plot number 6. Pie plot in your table. Pie plot. Number of variables are how many variables? 1 variable. What is the type of variable? Discrete. What is the use of that? Use it to represent the percentage of each category. Used to represent the percentage of each category. Use it to represent the percentage of each category. Next one is count plot. In the same table, next plot is called as count. How many number of variables? 1. Type of variable? Discrete. What is the use? Use it to represent the count of the each category. Use it to represent the count of each category. That's it. That is the end of the session for today, and remaining plots will continue in the tomorrow's class. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we are having the exam. At 4 p.m., you are having the exam. This exam consists of statistics plus data cleaning. Statistics plus data cleaning. And this time, most important thing is, okay, exam will not be postponed. or exam will not be cancelled. 100% exam is there. Okay, at 4 o'clock. And whenever you are having the free time, if you are not able to attend at 4 o'clock, online students or offline students, if you are interested to write in the online also, for me, not a problem. At 4 o'clock, if you are unable to come, it can be interview questions, it can be MCQ, it can be anything. It can be both also. As one of the student is asking both, maybe both also, as per your interest. Both inferential and complete statistics. Complete statistics plus data cleaning. Right? So tomorrow there is a test at 4 p.m. Are you interested to write tomorrow or Monday? Tomorrow is okay? Or you want to prepare? Offline students particularly. How many of you want to go with Monday, rise? Monday. If you're not rising, means by default it is tomorrow only. You, 1. Monday, 2. Monday also same time, 4 only. Monday. Okay, guys. So since some of the students are asking for Monday, I'm going to include for Monday, but it includes the data visualization also. So you will be satisfied. I will also be satisfied. Okay. It's already concluded. Hence proved. Okay. So exam is on Monday. Monday. Tomorrow there is a class. Tomorrow class is there, guys. Tomorrow class at 7:30 or regular class time class is there. So tomorrow we are going to complete the data visualization. All the remaining plots also will be completed tomorrow. And Monday is going to be the project. So for Monday, if once you prepare properly all these things, means it will be helpful for you to understand easily Monday's project. It will be plus point only for you to have the exam on Monday. Indirectly, it will be helpful. Okay. Tomorrow there is a class. Tomorrow we have class. First point. Tomorrow we have regular class, regular time. No difference. Right? Monday, exam. Done. If you are having any questions, you can ask. No questions, you can leave. You will kill us with. Have you informed WhatsApp group? Rohit, I asked about the WhatsApp group, but there is some problem with the WhatsApp group, and they told that within 1 or 2 days it will be solved. Right? Done. Sapna, sir, you will kill us. Still time is there. Surely I will kill, but time, not today. Right? Solutions are not uploaded. Which one? Inference statistics. Okay, I will upload. Both inferential and descriptive was not uploaded. Okay. I will. Right? Sir, can we give the colors in the pie plot? Yes, absolutely. Would you share the code for the right skewed and left skewed? Already I have shared now. Data transformation notes was uploaded, not uploaded. Okay. Sapna, I'm going to upload in next few minutes. You'll receive the complete notes of data transformation notes along with this data visualization part also. Right?